Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a rough day. Um, I'm having really bad cramps. I'm having a really hard time moving with my endometriosis. I'm struggling. So today I'm just doing a comfort day for myself. So they did hit pretty bad this weekend. So I decided I'm going to read just alien romances. I'm going to try to push through as many books of the Ice Planet Barbarians series by Ruby Dixon as I possibly can. So I did get Barbarian's Mate. It's the sixth book of the series on audio. Didn't know they were on audio. On audio, on Hoopla, and it says 6.5 hours. I listen at 1.5 times speed. I don't know if I will with this because some of the names are a little bit hard. Like I cannot get some of these names even when I'm reading them. So I'm gonna listen, and I'm just probably gonna sit here and crochet because I need to do a baby blanket. And I have my heating pad on. I'm gonna eat my sourdough jalapeno cheddar bagel that I warmed up. I have my warmed up water because all I want is everything warm right now. Just went to the store. I'm gonna make chili relleno soup. I am so excited. I've been wanting it for months. So I'm gonna make it today, but I'm just gonna sit here, probably watch a little bit of YouTube while I eat, and then I'm gonna get to crocheting and listening to this book. Okay, I do have an update. I have about 10 minutes until I got to get my daughter from school. So I finished Barbarian's Mate by Ruby Dixon, the sixth book. I did finish it, and I did want to show you first the blanket. This is how far, and I do make them bigger than normal because I want people to use them for longer instead of just having a little blanket. So this is just half of a skein. So we'll see. I'm giving the book a 3.25. The series is not bad. I am very entertained. This is also the first time I've read one of these as an audio. It was okay. I did like that the names, I'm pretty spot on the names when I was reading them, like how they're supposed to be. So you're following Josie. She is the last human that hasn't resonated, and she wants to resonate so bad. She was a foster kid. She wasn't treated well in the foster system, and she just immensely wants to be loved. She just wants somebody to love her and pick her and just adore her. That's what she wants. But she has an IUD, and she wanted to go to the certain ship to go in this machine to take the IUD out, because that's why she won't resonate, because she's on birth control. She's sitting at the fire. The machine's not working, so she's sitting at a fire. She gets up and she looks down, and her IUD fell out. So she's all excited. She keeps going up to all the men to see which one she'll resonate with. And she starts to resonate, turns around, and it's a man named Hayden. I think it's Hayden or Howden. I couldn't really tell when they were saying it. I think it's Hayden. And yeah, they don't like each other. And she's like, I will do anything to where we are not together. Like I will do anything. And he has resonated before, and they only get one resonate for life. So she's very confused how he's resonating for her. So the way it is, he resonated with somebody, but she was only like a year or two younger than like his mom. And the moment they started to resonate, she looked at him and goes, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. And just kept sleeping with some other guy. And then she got sick and died. Well, he got sick, and he's the only one that got sick with the sickness and survived, but he needed a new cooey. It's those little worm things that they ingest, I don't know, to survive on this planet. And they put a new one in him. So the new one has never resonated. So he is able to resonate again. So that was really interesting. I did really like that. And I liked how they fell in love. It was really interesting. There's a new creature that's kind of added into the mix, and that was really interesting. And then she does find a ship, and it has two pods. So there's two human women in this ship. And she tells him, Hayden, and so he's like, well, we have to go get the group because I can't take pretty much all of you. Like, I can't do that. So they go back, and it takes like a week or more to get back to the group. So they take them back to the ship. They get the 2 women. When they come back, they only have 1. And I don't know why. Supposedly, she's taken. Maddie is the one that's there. Lila, her sister, is gone. So I am going to continue on in the series. The next one, it's only 50 pages. So reading it is going to be very quick. And so right when I get back from getting my daughter, I'm going to start making dinner because I'm making a soup. So I'm going to make dinner. And while I'm making dinner, I'm going to listen to that. And I might be able to listen to the next little novella before I read the 7th book. Because it's Having the Barbarians Baby. And then the one after that is Ice Babies. And then the next one is it's a number 7. It's the next like actual couple forming type of situation. But yeah, so I've just been sitting here listening. I've been literally sitting here all day. I have warmed this thing up. I don't even know how many times. And I've gotten hot water. That's all I'm drinking, really. I did have a hot cup of coffee. I was falling asleep. Even though I slept really good last night, I am so exhausted. I've been crocheting. I was starting to fall asleep when I was crocheting. So I started playing a game on my phone. I started sleeping, doing that too. I've gotten up, cleaned a few things, but I just feel very bleh, like just mopey. And I always get like this right before, Tia Maria comes to town. So I really need to get things done, but that's just not going to happen today. And I need to be okay with that. Okay, we have a lot of reading updates to give you because I'm going to be ending this vlog. I started it and I'm going to finish. The next clip is just ending it. It is now Thursday. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I read 8 books from the Ice Planet Barbarians series in 3 days. 8 of them in 3 days. I was going to town on these damn books because they were audio. The thing is, I had to stop because I only get 10 books on Hoopla a month, I guess. I didn't know that. And it's only the 7th. And I really don't want to not have any audiobooks available like at the end of the month. I'm only in the first like quarter of the month. So I don't want to screw myself. So I'm going to stop. And also too, I'm kind of over alien romances right now. I'm like, I could go maybe a month and then I could do some alien romances again. Having the Barbarians Baby. I gave this one 3 stars. Megan drove me crazy the entire time. It's only 51 pages, thank God. And then Cashall, like, he has been staying with her this entire time because she has like abandonment issues. And so she doesn't want him to go out hunting and all this stuff. And a few people have made comments like he isn't helping hunt and the brutal season is coming. And so he has to go like literally right before she gives birth. And she's like so distraught, so upset. And I'm like, you do realize that you guys need food. Like, oh my God, the way she was so attached. And then the things he did to make her feel better about their relationship, I was like, you shouldn't have to do that. Like, the way she's acting is childish. And I understand you're pregnant, you got hormones. I've done it twice, but I've never been like that. And I wasn't a fan of her. Cashall, love. Her, couldn't stand. Size Babies is, I gave it a 3.25. That one, it's about Nora and Dagesh. And Nora had twins. And she is feeling like her husband like doesn't really want to be around her. But it makes sense. Like, it was like realistic with the fact that Dagesh, like the moment he wakes up, he's out hunting. He comes home and he just crashes. Like, they haven't been intimate in a while. So she finally talks to him about it. And he's like, well, I have twins. Like, I have to hunt more than everybody else. And she's like, no, because other hunters, they take days off and you're not taking days off. You're going to burn yourself out. You need to take a day off. You need to be home with me and the kids. Like, you need to be home. And it just felt really realistic because like that is how it is after you have kids sometimes. And I really liked that. And then Barbarians Touch, I gave it a 3.25. These are all mainly about 3.25s to 3.75s, mainly. So you're following Lila and Rokon. Lila is found with her sister Maddie on another ship in pods. They've been in the pods for like almost a year and a half. And they just got discovered by Josie and Hassan in the last book, not the novellas, the book. And Lila is deaf, so she sign language. So her sister knows sign language, but nobody else knows sign language. So Lila is taken Hassan, and because he wants to resonate so bad, but she can't understand him. He can't understand her. She just cries. Well, Rokon immediately knows like he wants her. So he's the one that he kind of like tell like something's going on. So he finds her because she runs away from Hassan. He does find her. They do resonate, but she doesn't understand that's what's going on. And he's like, why isn't she like talking to me about it? Like he knows that she can't talk, but he's like, I don't understand why she's not acting on it, but she doesn't understand that's what's happening. So they go to the elder ship, which is the cave, whatever. And in it has like 20,000 languages, but it doesn't have sign language. So she sits there for 3 days with a dictionary and she's showing the computer like the hand signals. And he gets it beamed into him, you know, the language. And then they're able to talk. It was so really neat. I really liked it. I really liked the representation of that. Then I read Calm, which is a novella, and that one's following Maylock, and she is the healer of the tribe. And she knows, she wakes up one day, she's pregnant. She wakes up one day saying, hey, something's wrong. So she's going up to everybody, touching them, and she could tell just by touching them if something is wrong. Nobody is sick. Everybody's perfectly fine. And she runs into Rokon, and he's like, you feel it too? I could tell you feel it too. And sure enough, like something happens in a later book, but they both feel it. Like something's wrong, but they don't know what it is, and it's bothering her. And then she gives birth to her baby. Then I did Barbarians Taming. It is the 8th book of the series, and this one is following Maddie, which is Lila's sister, and Hassan, the one that stole Lila in the last book. For some reason, because Hassan got exiled because of taking Lila. Well, he is not like super exiled because the brutal season is coming. So he just has to hunt more than everybody else. That's pretty much what it is. And he can't sleep in the cave. He has to sleep outside, kind of a situation. But Maddie, like, she just wants a friend. And none of the women really want to talk to her because she is kind of like, when she couldn't find her sister, she was throwing things at people like, let me go find her. Like, she wanted to go find her sister. I mean, understandable. So she sees Hassan, and for some reason, she goes, I know he took my sister, but I just really need a friend. He's alone. He has no family. He has nobody. And so they just strike up a friendship, and she just really wants to have an itch scratched. And he's never been with anybody. So she is all excited that he's never been with anybody. She gets to teach him everything. I'm just glad that he like taught her how to like hunt and everything. And they resonate on one of them. So something does happen in this book. I don't want to say what happened, but something happens to where it's utter just devastation. It is really bad. And they're like, hey, well, we need to find a new home. So they're out wandering, trying to find a new place for everybody to live. So when they were doing that is when they resonated. And it was really cool. I really liked it. And then I read Aftershocks, which is the novella after. So Aftershocks, you can kind of guess what happened in the last book. And this is following like kind of a lot of the characters, but it's really Rook and Marlowe because they're at the Elder Cave when everything happens, and the Elder Cave moves, and Harlow is in there, and Rook is like freaking out because she's hurt. So it's really just them trying to figure things out. But then also in the process, you find out that Pashov, he's one of the aliens too that has a mate. He's lost his memory. He doesn't remember his mate at all. Like, he doesn't remember her. He doesn't remember the baby. Like, he doesn't remember anything. So you're getting a little bit of the other stories before the next book, which is Barbarian's Heart, which is the 9th book, right? Yeah, the 9th book. And it is following Pashov and Stacy. Yeah, Pashov and Stacy. So Pashov does not remember Stacy at all. And Stacy is one of the humans that bonded, like mated in the beginning. So they're pretty much re-falling in love, and they're literally getting to, it's pretty much a town. Like, there was a town on this planet that nobody knew about. They're thinking, because it's like almost in like a canyon, they think that the ice like covered it, and then with what happened, the ice fell off of whatever it was, and so now they can live on this like in this town, and they're trying to get there, and Pashov is like, I don't remember anything, and then Stacy is like, he used to always talk about my butt and how I don't have a tail, and he's not doing that. So she was holding on to Pashov in the past, but like through the time that they're together, he's starting to say and do the things that he used to do, and she's getting so excited, like, oh my God, you remember? And he goes, remember what? He's just doing it again. So it was really neat to watch them fall back in love. It was cute. But I mean, I feel like I did really well. I think I only have 13 books left, but I really want to save my audiobook like listens for later on, just in case if any books I grab from my TBR jar are audio, I want to pick them up. So, I mean, I feel like I did really well. I read 8 books from the series in 3 days. I am so glad. These books, with like this type of series, I think is really good. Like if you're behind on like a Goodreads challenge, I have 100 books for my Goodreads challenge. I'm at book 84 right now. It says on there I'm 48 books ahead of schedule. I just love to read. And I only do 100 because some years are going to be really tough, and I already know that. And I know I can reach 100. I don't want to push myself to try to finish books. But I feel like if you're at the end of the year and you're like 10 books short, these are really easy to get through. They're like 200 pages. The novellas are about 50 pages. Like this could help get you to your Goodreads challenge. And I feel like that's what these books are good for. And they're just funny. They're funny. They're a good time. Get a little giggle every now and then. Love it. But yeah, so that is the end of this video. I know I didn't do a lot of clips. I kind of just was listening and did not want to do updates. And so that's all my updates. But yeah, I'm going to go, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.